Well, good morning everyone. Day 27, Jeff does Rona. Cloudy day today, still around the 29 degrees, a little bit warm later. And check out the boats. Counted 48 boats out there today. I think they're there because the ocean's flat, not because the fishing's very good. But the record last Boxing Day I counted 94. But we've got all sorts of vehicles out there. Self-paddlers, boats, kayaks, jet skis. A few dog walkers, few surfers just getting wet, no real surface, just people splashing around. Nice view of this morning sunrise. And today, going to go for a push bike with the missus. And not sure, I don't think we're doing any cooking being on this diet, but that's the forecast for today. See you later. Well, here's one way you can travel around the world to exotic destinations without even leaving your house in cool Corona style. It wasn't me, but some very imaginative fellow has come up with these minute little figurines, and he places them around his house in different scenarios, creating different interesting places to visit. So here we have the caves of New Zealand, the glowworm caves of New Zealand. You can see the Alfoil River there, some backdrop of sheets and lights. So there's a display of photos coming through, you can check them out. And here we have Pancake Alley of Arizona. Very cool, love that dripping river of treacle there as well. Here we have paper bags of Petra. Followed by the Northern Lights of La Laundry. Love the little hi-hats there too. Here we have the Sugar Dunes of La Pantry. And here we have Unmade River of La Queen Bedola. And my favourite would have to be Broccoli Forest of the Crispy Draw. So there's some very cool things done by a very imaginative person. Here's Joanne and I, we're going bonkers. We're literally bouncing off the ceiling and decided to hit the bottle. This coronavirus is just doing our heads in. Anyway, just a day at the Gurney household. Okay, for all of you who love to go for a surf but can't, you might be penned up in your house, here's an idea you can do. Check this guy out. Here's the JH Classic Restorations, a car place that worked on Mostyn Healy. Got it back this week. They did some good work with it and picked it up today and headed home. We are giving the Healy a service, just taking the front wheels off. And here she is up on the hoist. I've just gone down under here and doing an oil change. So there's the oil dripping out of the sump into a container of oil. So basically, my carbies were running a bit too rich, a lot of overspill of fuel, and therefore there's a chance that the fuel gets in the oil and thins it out, and you then lack lubrication to the front bearing of the engine and cause it to seize. So recommendation was to do an oil change, and I'll grease all the nipples in the front end up here as well. At the moment, just waiting for that oil to drain for a change of the filter and the oil. Well, it's time to grease the nipples on the car underneath, And this is the good old manual, quite a rare old beast. The Austin Healey 100 service manual. And the section I need to look for is at the back here. And that is, here it is here. So this is the Austin Healey supplement. And there's the regular tension details, what to do. And this diagram here is the one I need. So they're all the points, well, not all of them. I've got to find the points there that need to be lubricated with grease. So I'll get under the car. At least I've got some reference here to guide me. I've done it before, so it shouldn't be a problem. So this car, it's a 1953 Austin Healey 100, 4-cylinder, about 2.7 litre, and called the 100 because it had to get to 100 mile an hour by Donald Healey. Sloped the windscreen down to be able to achieve that, and even to this day, I wouldn't like to drive it at that speed, a bit scary, but it can go that fast if needed to be. Much better than 4-wheel nuts, I reckon. Hold on. Well, that's it. A basic service done. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I love these old cars. Three nuts and bolts and everything's done. Anyway, it filled in my day and got a good job done. And that's the Austin Healey. Hi guys and girls, how are we today? I was talking to a few people on the phone today, and it sort of dawned upon me that, some people have a lot of leave and some don't. The ones with a lot of leave or with a bit of time up their sleeve aren't necessarily thinking about the next step or where they may have to go or what to do in between. And then the people with less time, less leave, it's far more concerning, obviously, and they are starting to think about that. So just listen to them talk and some of their concerns. It's just important to know that, first of all, as a pilot, being a Qantas pilot, you're extremely valued, I suppose, in the aviation industry. So if we have to go fly somewhere else, we've got a good reputation behind us, and there's a very good chance we're going to be ahead of the queue looking for other work in other places. So that's just one sort of positive, I suppose, to take out of that. Another one is, I was talking to a fellow who's actually working outside of Qantas now, he's got a job, and said that he was realising how skilled he was and a lot of the attributes he learnt at Qantas, from his discipline to organisation to lateral thinking to work ethic. You've all worked very hard to get here. You've all got good work ethic, and all that was showing to him in the workforce that he was quite capable at the job he was doing and would be capable to go further or to pursue other things. So it was a good realisation for him there. I've been with Qantas for 30 years, so this feeling we say to a lot of people, oh look, I'm only qualified to fly a plane, what else can I do? That's how we feel, because we have no other qualifications, say as a degree or on paper, but a lot of the skills we've learnt here at Qantas are very valuable and very useful and make you a very capable employer in many other fields. So that was from the horse's mouth, and it was interesting to hear him say that, and just want to convey that to you guys, so that just to give you a little bit more belief and confidence in your abilities and what you can do and where you can take it. Another thing is that, as the breadwinner, you feel like you're the, in the case of women, queen of the castle, in case of fellas, king of the castle. At home, you're the provider. You're bringing home, the money, you provide the security and the stability, and a lot of that now is starting to be tested and makes us feel a little bit vulnerable and may make some people feel a little bit unworthy. But just remember, you still are the king and the queen of your house. Your family is around you and they support you and love you for you, not what you do or what you bring in. That's just part of the package. But you are still the king and queen of your castles. You've still got it all together, and you'll still provide and get through all this in whatever form it takes over the next couple of months. It could even be 6 months, we just don't know. But just have the belief and the confidence that either in Qantas or in flying or other work, you've got what it takes, and we will, and you will also get through to that other side. I mean, we're not job snobs. We've all had crappy jobs to get here. We've done crappy other work and flying work, and we can very easily go back to that. And we're not defined by our jobs, we're defined by our characters and who we are. And all of you that I know have got wonderful characters, and you can easily transcend and carry through this period, bringing all your good qualities to the fore. So it's just interesting talking to the guys and hearing what they had to say. So just sharing that with you, and hopefully it's with an insight and just a slight positive outlook on the days ahead of us. Thanks. Hi guys, just an update on Limeade, the charity that the Brisbane crew are running. In the first week, we've raised $3,000 already, so that's great news. Fantastic. It looks like Kate Fraser's going to work out a logo for us, so she'll be coming up with one. We can put up a logo for that. That's a really good effort, and well done to all participating, and get on board, be part of it, and it's for a great cause. Cheers. Hi everyone, that's it. End of the day, and I've got a beer for you today, and that's the Hahn Ultra Crisp. Pretty nice beer, and the good thing about this is gluten-free. So any celiacs or gluten-free people, this is the beer for you. Haven't had lunch today, had a little bit for breakfast. Diet's good, so in that case, I think, yeah, I can have it. Yep, I'd be a celiac for that beer. It's nice. Check it out. Ultra Crisp.